Well, a stirring tribute here in Arlington, Texas, to that day 15 years ago, September the 11th, 2001. And now welcome inside our broadcast booth, everybody. I'm Joe Buck, along with the Hall of Famer, three-time Super Bowl champion quarterback Troy Aikman. And in this game, as now we shift our focus to football here in Week 1, a number of debuts, none bigger than for the Dallas Cowboys and quarterback Dak Prescott.
Yeah, he's an impressive young man, and he's been impressing people here in Dallas ever since he arrived. And yes, I understand it's preseason. I understand that better than anybody. But he has shown great poise. And, Joe, I had an opportunity to visit with him just moments ago down on the field. He's confident. He feels like he's prepared for this moment. And I, along with 90,000 other people at this stadium, are really looking forward to watching him play.
On the other side, you've got the New York Giants. A lot of money spent on the defense. They really made a heavy investment there to get better, and they have. That would seem to be the case, but they've got Eli here still. They've got a lot of weapons. How about the debut of head coach Ben McAdoo?
Well, I don't think there's anybody more ready for this game to get kicked off than Ben McAdoo. He feels he's been preparing for this opportunity. He's excited about the moves that have been made on the defensive side of the ball, but what gives him most confidence is that there are no question marks with his signal caller. Eli Manning now in his third year in this offense. He's played great. He's got more weapons this year. Should be another great season for him.
We'll hear from Aaron Andrews after the kickoff, and we will settle into this game. You watched the coin toss before, with George W. Bush flipping the ceremonial coin, and it's the Dallas Cowboys who win the toss, and they have elected to receive. That means Lucky Whitehead is waiting for the kick, and that means we will see young Mr. Dak Prescott and young Mr. Ezekiel Elliott right out of the gate. With this good offensive line for the Dallas Cowboys, protecting and opening holes for those two. And there's Zeke, as they call him, fourth overall pick from Ohio State. Glad you're with us today on Fox, and away we go. Happy New Year, everybody. Whitehead decided better. And we'll take a knee. The ball comes out to the 25. For more on Dak Prescott, who lost his mother a handful of years ago. Here's Aaron.
Yeah, and you see Dak Prescott wearing number 4. He's doing that for his mother, Peggy Prescott, whose birthday was September 4th, and as you mentioned, died 5 years ago. The night before games, Joe, he will still send her text messages. He told me last night, he said, "Thank you for putting me in this position. I know it's because of you. I wish you were here, but I can only imagine what you would tell me today." Powerful stuff, Joe.
Well, let's see how he gets along here as he starts from the 25. The curtain comes up on Zeke Elliott, and he fights for one. He is an impressive young man. He is the 5th different starting quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys over their last 13 games, a record-setting quarterback at Mississippi State. And as you said, he certainly seems like he is not overwhelmed by this opportunity.
No, in fact, he says that he never gets nervous before games. He gets more nervous before practice, and he sure was showing a lot of confidence, as I said, down on the field just moments before kickoff.
He'll keep it. He's in trouble. Out to his right, to the sideline. He's got Des Bryant. And Bryant is going to be marked down close to first down yardage.
Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie, he's coming off the edge. I think they're anticipating that with a run blitz, but Dak Prescott able to avoid the free rusher and get outside, and then throws a strike along the sideline to Des Bryant.
But inches short of a first down. And we'll see if this improved defensive front for the Giants can make an early stop here on 3rd and inches. The kid. First down. Ezekiel Elliott has been a star on this field already. The national championship game against Oregon. And here's the big hit. Jason Pierre-Paul, and then coming up from the secondary, Nat Burhay. We welcome in a new audience who joins us here. Opening possession. An early first down for the Dallas Cowboys. Under the direction of number 4, Dak Prescott, with Tony Romo out with fractures in his back. Prescott keeps, has Witten, And the big tight end has a first down inside Giants territory.
Well, Dak Prescott, as good as he is in the pocket, he does like when they are able to move and get him on the edge. It's an impressive job here of just setting up and then delivering the football to Jason Witten, who gives him a nice big target across the field.
Career catch number 1,021 for Witten, the 10-time Pro Bowler. Elliott, right side to the 41. And now the Giants defense, and I know, Troy, you like what they did over the offseason. Last year, not a good year any way you look at it, but they spent some money, over $100 million guaranteed to add Olivier Vernon.
Yeah, the additions that they made, you see Damon Harrison and Janoris Jenkins along with Olivier Vernon, over $100 million of guaranteed money to sign these players, and they're noticeably improved from where they were a year ago.
Second down and 5. Elliott left side, good play. And that was Vernon. Olivier Vernon, the defensive end, and they are getting Olivier Vernon at a great time, coming off a year where he had 7.5 sacks. He's 25, and he is a difference maker.
Yeah, he's a good pass rusher. That's primarily why they brought him, but he plays the run just as well. He's a complete defensive end. Good job right there on second down, bringing up a third medium. We'll see with Spagnuolo, the defensive coordinator, whether he'll elect to bring pressure on the rookie.
Prescott protected, has Beasley for a first down.
Watch Dak Prescott and how he surveys the defense, and this is where he has shown great maturity in being able to get to his third and fourth reads. He checks it down. They only rush 3 guys. They use a spy on him to keep him in the pocket, but he hangs in there. Plenty of time to find an open receiver and convert on third down.
Good protection again. There's Beasley. And he is going to spin forward for 9.5. Brought down by Casillas.
The Cowboys mixing it up. You'd expect with a young quarterback, you're going to come out and run the ball on first and second down, try to get some manageable third downs. Jason Garrett said, hey, we're going to open things up. We're going to let him play, and they've done a nice job, Scott Linehan, of mixing up the play calling first down. Another nice game.
Number 4 has started 4 for 4. Elliott, first down. It was in 2014 at Ohio State that Ezekiel Elliott went for 220 against Wisconsin, 230 against Alabama. And here on this field at AT&T Stadium, 246 and 4 touchdowns. The national championship game against Oregon in January of 2015.
They split him out wide here, and he's got the ability to beat people catching the football just as much as running it.
Prescott underneath. Witten's second catch. He's got 8.
Dak Prescott has shown great patience on this drive. The Giants have tried to play some zone coverages, get underneath some of the deeper throws, and Prescott, seeing that it's not there, has just had time in the pocket, not much pressure, and he's been able to just come down to his open man.
Here's Elliott. Close to first down yardage. Depends on the spot. Jason Pierre-Paul, and it is a first down. Was there for the tackle for the Giants. You talked about it, Troy. You were quoted during the week talking about how you've been amazed in the city of Dallas that it hasn't been, oh my God, the sky is falling because Romo's out again. They went 1-11 last year without Tony Romo. This city is excited about Dak Prescott.
Which has nothing to do with what they think of Tony Romo and everything to what they think about Dak Prescott and what he has done in 4 weeks of football.
Prescott, Beasley, a juggle and a drop. And the Cowboys, who have 5 first downs on this drive, we're looking at 6 if Cole Beasley pulls this in.
Well, they brought Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie off the edge now several times on this drive, and credit him for forcing Prescott to deliver the ball high, because if he's able to get that on the body of Beasley, that's a walk-in touchdown.
2nd and goal. Elliott. Just inside the 7. 3rd and goal.
I tell you, if in fact Dak Prescott was not nervous coming into this game, you open up the game, your first start as a rookie, and have this kind of drive, 13 plays now, 68 yards, and I tell you, if you were at all nervous, this will certainly settle you down. This is an impressive job right now, and a great job of play calling by Scott Linehan.
Des Bryant at the top. Prescott underneath. Elliott. Great tackle. It's Casillas. And Jonathan Casillas, who is a defensive captain for this Giants squad, brings up 4th down, and that was strong.
It really was, because he had a step on Casillas, and yet Casillas was able to make up the ground and then make a key tackle. Not easy to do. And Jonathan Casillas, there were some questions as to whether or not he would really be able to go. He's been battling a rib injury. He's not healthy. He's out there playing through it, but makes a big 3rd down stop.
Chip shot for Dan Bailey. 3-0 Dallas. The only incompletion comes on a drop for Dak Prescott. He has his team on the board first here on September 11th.
For the Bay Area's best local sports coverage, Fox 13 is the one to watch. For the Bay Area's best local sports coverage, Fox 13 is the one to watch. For the Bay Area's best local sports coverage, Fox 13 is the one to watch. For the Bay Area's best local sports coverage, Fox 13 is the one to watch. For the Bay Area's best local sports coverage, Fox 13 is the one to watch.
In football, going for 2 can be risky. In pizza, it's a sure thing.
Now get 2 medium, 2 topping pizzas for just $6.99 each. That's right, just $6.99 each.
Ingredients.
Better pizza.
Papa John's.
Whether you work on race cars or your own car, you know what it's like to work hard with your hands. There's satisfaction in getting the job done. But when you get the job done right, that's when you earn it. That's when a Busch beer never tasted better. Rewarding hard work since 1955. Here's to earning it.
Hey y'all, Aaron and Ben Napier here, and together with Bank of America, we're here to show you how to give old treasures new life. These trophies from Ben's glory days were just gathering dust in the attic.
Dang, junior high district champs.
Give me that. Remove these little guys from their bases and attach to a plank of wood to give Trophy Rack a whole new